Okay, so here we are with exercise 13C. So again, this is the trickier part usually, but the good thing about these exercises is that usually you can find the most of the information in the story itself if you take the time to look for it. So let's look at number one first. Again and again, Cornelius kept ordering Cyrus to spur on the horses. Um, that is right out of the second question from 13A. Um, Cornelius, Serum Identum, Ubebat, Equos, and Kitare. It's right there. So that one's not even worth going over. That's right out of number two, which we just did in the other video. So let's take a look at number two. I'll start with two. I'm going to skip number one. Let you guys figure that one out yourself. It's right there. The day was warm and it was the seventh hour. Okay. Can we find that in the story? The day was warm and it was the seventh hour. Lo and behold, here it is, right at the beginning of the second paragraph. The day was, that's an imperfect verb there too. The day was warm. And then we have it was, erat, the seventh hour. So if we want to put that all together, dies erat calidus et septima ora erat. All you need to add there is the et, and. Simple. Number three. Let's go back to 13C. I've gone too far, I think. Okay. The peasants were resting under the trees, and Cornelia and Aurelia were asleep in the carriage. The peasants were resting under the trees, and Cornelius and Aurelia were asleep in the carriage. Okay, I'm guessing we can again find that because I remember saying it somewhere. The peasants were resting under the trees, and Cornelius and Aurelia were sleeping in the carriage. I think you'll find it's all found within these two sentences here, from here up to here. So let's start with the peasants. Where are they? The peasants, rustici. The word for peasant is right down here, rusticus. But as a plural, it's rustici, as we see here. So we're going to start with rustici. Rustici, the peasants were sleeping, or resting, I'm sorry, quiescebant. But first we're going to put in that prepositional phrase, sub arboribus, which again is right here, sub arboribus. Go back over here, quiescebant. And then what was it? And Cornelius, or but Cornelius was. All right, the peasants were resting under the trees, and Cornelius and Aurelia were asleep in the carriage. Easy enough. So where are they? And, so we'll say et over here, and then we just need the names. Cornelius, and no, et Aurelia. In rida dormiebant, right there. In rida. Now that's a long A, but I don't have the ability to make that A long right now. So that's an ablative right there. That A is like a long A. In rida dormiebant. And that's that. There's two sentences, well, really three out of the, what, five or six that you have to do. So that's 13C. Since this is not taking that long, I'm going to take a whack at one of the problems in 13B too. So go over to that video if you want to see that. Okay.